From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
No. Jack Patrick. Patrick. Gone. Detroit.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again is Jackson. He finds his man, Baldwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now, on fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You see it?
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Trubisky to throw on second, and that is incomplete here.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Gone!
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Jackson. Room to run past midfield. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing is Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue Lady! Blue Lady! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down, escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This time Jackson will throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
I'll It's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
You see it? You see it? 180! Red,
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively. And
it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Red, up! Gotta go. Red, up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. On 2nd down, Trubisky. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Let's go. Blue.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Lock in.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Officially, 1:54 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Trubisky. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, 18. We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, gotta go. Red, up.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
There we go. You see it? You see it?
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch this. Blue. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Green's got it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Jackson now. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
You see it?
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
18.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Trubisky will throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Trubisky on the move to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. That one good for 33 and a first.
And there's an explosive run by Kareem Hunt, and it made me reflect back to last year when he was a rookie. He had 12 of those types of runs, 12 over 20 yards. 3 of those he turned into 40-plus. So when you think of explosive runs, think of Kareem.
And to the casual fan, 12 may not sound like a lot, but that was tied for the NFL lead with LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This is Booker on the dump off.
Another miss.
Still on his feet and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Red, red! it, you see it?
They go play action. Trubisky, and right with it here over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
18.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Extra point up and through by Myers. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Detroit! Gun!
Now Jackson on second down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And Jackson throwing once more. They'll go screen here to Hunt. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, 18.
On first down, Trubisky. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cullen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? They were exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On third down, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Lamar Jackson taking it in, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.